What's up, everybody? Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can see my screen. Welcome on the live stream. We're gonna have a look at a BTC chart, obviously, because we have a crazy day in the market. We got a heavy move to the downside. So is this a market capitulation? I used a little bit of a clickbait. Let me do one thing. I have to stop the stream here. In my opinion, this is not a market capitulation, but also I don't think that this is a good long opportunity now. We're going to talk about this, but for now, it seems that we can continue lower, actually. We are wrecking a lot of people currently. We have a low liquidity down there. So it's a little bit of a choppy trading here. I wouldn't be entering into long position yet, but we're going to have a look. We're going to analyze what is happening here and what are the levels that I would be paying attention to. So, what is up, bro? Always good to see you. Appreciate it. Capitulation. Not a market capitulation yet, in my opinion, but obviously crazy day in the market. So let's have a look at the BTC chart. Currently, the levels that I'm paying attention to. So let's start with this 31,700 weekly, which is acting as a resistance right now. Basically, I was waiting to long this level, got stopped out. I lost the money. I lost the amount that I was shorting from a VWAP, which I will be talking about this a little bit later in the video. But I lost the trade here. So basically, I'm break even on a day, even though for me this is a good result. You have to think about it like this. 98% of people today are getting absolutely wrecked in the market. So for me, this is a really good result. And I'm truly happy that basically I'm staying on the sidelines for now and trying to be a little bit more cautious, which no trade is sometimes the best trade, right? But what I would be paying attention to right now, well, obviously we're going to analyze the higher time frame. So 1 hour, 4 hour, we're going to have a look at these candles. What you can see, we opened a new candle 4 minutes ago, trying to form green here, but I would stay patient. I wouldn't be buying yet. The level that I'm waiting for, which is very important, let's go back to the 5-minute time frame, is this daily with the weekly. This is a very important market structure level now, and basically, as you can see, we are forming some resistance up here. Very simple, visible on a chart right now. This is important level to be reclaimed before going into long positions. So important thing, 4-hour candle, we still have 1 hour and 55 minutes for this candle close. If we can close this candle below this daily, below this weekly, it could be possible long position, but I wouldn't be stepping into long before it because it's too risky in my opinion. It's not worth to take the risk here. Rather stay on the sidelines, wait for confirmation, which would be really closing the 4-hour candle above 31,800, we can say. Very important to do this right now. If we won't do this and we're gonna stay below, in my opinion, it's very likely we're gonna continue lower. The levels that I would be paying attention to, 29,775 would be first level of support, and then obviously we have a VP 618 and a 66 Fibonacci retracement, the global retracement that we have here on a chart, which is coming in between 28 and 25, I think. Yeah, 28,700. And the 66 is 26,000. So these would be the levels that I would be paying attention to. Obviously, very nice thing would be grabbing liquidity below these lows, going for some liquidity grab, then move to the upside. This move is going to recover. In a few days, you will be surprised. We're gonna get a move to the upside. Never in the market, it's not that you are going straight to the downside. We're gonna get some recovery. Is this a good place to long this recovery? Not yet, in my opinion. It's better to stay on the sidelines, wait for a proper confirmation here. This is the plan that I have, and this is what I'm doing right now. Very, very important. For a long scalp, I would be waiting for reclaiming this green box or gray box here. Okay, very important level intraday. This is what I'm looking for. If we're gonna get another move to the downside, which is definitely possible because we don't have a lot of buying yet, and basically what we are getting today is we got a whole move to the downside. No one was really heavily stepping into shorts here, right? They were opening shorts down there, trapping people, market makers trapping people down here, liquidating them, move to the upside. Here going long, move to the downside. So we keep wrecking and wrecking people today. So better than actually trying to risk money and basically trying to make money on this volatility, which is obviously nice, but for me it's better to stay on the sidelines, be in a break even, and wait for a possible setup that we will have, which is at the moment only this. If we will go lower, we have this daily. Is this a good place to short? Even though I believe we can get another move to the downside, this is not a high probability trade. We don't know, we don't have a high probability that we will go to the downside now. We are in the middle, somewhere in the middle, below the resistance and above the support. This is not a place to either go long or short yet. Okay, so what confirmations we have? Let's analyze exo charts a little bit. We're gonna go to order flow to read what is happening here. So let me open the sessions template and we're gonna have a look for a POC of a US session, which is still coming in. We have a really nice confluence with the VWAP 32,540. So we can say 32,500 will be first important level to be reclaimed here on a BTC chart. Once we can reclaim the POC and a VWAP, we will also be changing the market structure here. Okay, so after this we can get a possible move to the upside, but I would be stepping into long position once we can get acceptance back above this level. And I was mentioning this in a Blizzards, this would be like 1 hour ago. The thing that I was waiting for, simply acceptance above. This is a 5-minute time frame. Do you see acceptance back above this level? You don't, because there is no acceptance. So very important. The music make it dramatic and serious. It is. So yeah, right now we don't have setup. If you want to enjoy this volatility, you want to make some crazy gains here, in my opinion, this is not a right day for it, because market is really choppy. It's better to stay on the sidelines. So we have a very simple plan. I'm checking the liquidity here. These are our volume candles. Actually, the buyback to the upside from 30,900, we can say, up to 31,800. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, even though you would like to see more liquidity on the way to the upside. No one was heavily stepping into shorts here, which is understandable. What we can see from this, the move to the downside happened on a lot of liquidity. So people were buying, and keep liquidating, getting wrecked, right? Going into short position, move to the upside, liquidating, and once again. Let's open the wrecked bubbles. What we can say from this, or what we can see from this, is the bigger the bubble is, the more liquidations we got here, right? So this is exactly what I'm talking about. You see these small candles, right? These are the places with a lot of liquidity. This is a 10 million. Each candle is a 10 million volume. These candles are not based on the time. So we see a lot of candles, price still going to the downside. We see that these bubbles are occurring, right? Once again, you stopped for a while. Few small candles here. Big bubbles occurring once again. You stop for a while. Consolidation. Big bubbles occurring once again. Same thing here. We stopped for a while. A lot of people got into short position. Move to the upside and pay attention to this. Look how these candles started to be big. This is a low liquidity place. No one was really absorbing the price here with the limit shorts. Neither here, neither here, neither here. Consolidation for a while. This is the place where people are accumulating, right? So, or basically defending the price with the shorts, with the limit shorts. So, not accumulating. So basically, price stops for a while. This is the time period. This is 5 minutes. These 5 candles are 5 minutes. Stop for a while, trapping them, not a move to the upside. You see how the big red bubbles are occurring right at the top, at the important market structure point, not a rejection to the downside. If you would be longing this breakout, this was too early, right? Today you really have to wait for a confirmation, because nothing is clear. It's a very, very choppy day. So you have to wait for the best possible setup that you will have on a chart. Right now, as you can see, we are getting another rotation to the downside. Let's see if we can take down this low. If we can take down this low, we will be recting once again a lot of long positions. So we can see another rotation to the downside, the level that I would be looking for this daily. You have to be cautious. You have to wait for price to stop for a while. Obviously, the best possible scenario in these cases, this is a pattern that keeps playing out, and the thing that I would be looking for, move to the downside, getting a bounce from a level, retesting the level, creating a mini range here, which will give you something like this, then breaking a range to the upside. This would be the point of entry. You are looking for a high of the downtrend that started here, of the local downtrend. So like a bar pattern. That would be a very, very nice thing to see. On a daily TPO, we can check the TPO market profiling. We don't have a lot of single prints. There is no need to fill some gap. Not really. We have a CME gap above that we were waiting for yesterday. What I did on a Sunday in FTA, I was actually expecting move to the upside. What I said, wait for reclaiming daily and monthly to get into bigger long positions. Did it happen? No, it did not. We didn't even retest the level as a resistance. We straightly continued to the downside. There wasn't any reason to go long here. If you wanted to be really aggressive on the entry, you could have taken a risky trade here, which was the thing that I did, but I set a really small position. This was extremely small position. I was waiting for reclaiming a daily and a monthly to get into bigger one. It didn't happen here. And this is the same thing. We are still in a heavy downtrend. There is no reason to be buying yet. It's better to stay on the sidelines and wait for a while. This is the same time as last year, approaching this range. Can we form the same thing? Yes, we definitely can. Where is the range low? For me, the range low was around 32,000, which is lost now. But as you can see, it's not defined exactly here. It's more of a range on a chart, and the range is coming in between 31,000 maybe down to 29, 28. Why I'm saying maybe? Because you have a lot of lows, but they are not really ending on one level, right? So it's a give or take $2,000 range on a chart. Once we're gonna lose this with this VP, it will be very, very bloody in my opinion. There is nothing extra important holding us to go much lower, and I'm talking about 15,000 per BTC. This is really possible scenario once we're gonna lose this. This could be a lifetime opportunity to get into BTC, to get into spot holdings, which is the thing that I'm looking for right now. Don't be scared. There is no need to be extremely scared right now and fearful. Once we're gonna lose the VP, we can say it really simply. Once we're gonna lose 25,000, BTC can get a really bloody. But I wouldn't be so scared. I wouldn't be so fearful right now. Because as soon as we're gonna stay above this, we're gonna recover from this. And most importantly, I truly believe we're gonna hit 37,700. And it's not gonna take a lot of time. Why? The move to the downside was very quick. We didn't really create a lot of resistance, right? If you will see something like this, let me go to the blank chart here. I'm gonna hide the horizontals and I'm gonna show you what I mean. If you're gonna get something like this, move to the downside, range, move to the downside, range, move to the downside, range, you will create a lot of resistances on the way to the upside. You will have one here from the volume perspective, not a here in the market structure, obviously, not a here. But what we got something like this. Not really stopping at any level. It's not a straight move down, but it's also not the move where you will get a lot of like acceptance at one level. We got acceptance here. But why? Because this was a weekend. So you can view this as some kind of a resistance, which you have actually won at 35,900. But it's not a really strong one. This is a 4-hour candle. Let's go to 1 hour. Exactly the thing I'm talking about. You're not really creating a lot of resistance on the way to the downside. You keep getting this and this and this. High, low, high, low, high, low. And it's not creating any consolidation. Why it is important? Because if we get a quick move down, we can get really quickly to the upside once again. And we have to get into the zone where no one will be into long anymore. We have to liquidate all of these early longs. Before going higher. As soon as they're gonna be still sitting in the positions, holding the positions, we won't move to the upside, in my opinion. We can check like a data sentiment template, but let's be honest, it will be very clear here, I guess. Yeah, and this is the thing that I was talking about. You see that this small buyback to the upside, it didn't happen because of really heavy long step into the market. It happened because of shorts getting liquidated or stopped out here. Now we are opening another shorts. Not a heavy amount, not a big amount. You see 9.2 million, 11 million, 3.7. Here you see 7 million on this candle, 31,780. Here you see 2.9. Now we are getting a buyback. 6 million new long step into the market. Not a big players. Pay attention. This candle right there. The one that started to move to the downside once again from 31,800. It was kicked by a big player. Negative 6 million right here. Pay attention to the small delta. Negative 100k, negative 250, negative 150. The middle ones, they were actually buying, 500,000 buying. Big players, the players that we are paying attention to, negative 6 million. Net shorts opening. So it wasn't that someone was closing along. It was actually new shorts opening, and this is the place where the move started to get to the downside once again. Same thing here. 31,960. 10 million new shorts being opened. NS 11 million. New shorts heavily step into the market. You still have a lot of power, a lot of shorting power. Bears still under control. I was trying to defend the daily and the weekly with limit buy. Obviously, I don't have a lot of power. I'm still a retail trader. I don't have a huge account. 100k account is not a big account in trading. Even maybe if you consider it as a decent size, it's still really, really small. So even though if I enter with 300k, it's still a small position. And in these types of days where a lot of volume is transacted, it's gonna do nothing to the price, which was the case here. That's why I cut the trade very early after losing a daily and a weekly. I really believe in these levels, and they are being respected, give or take, to $50, $100 max. So I was getting out at 31,500. This was the place where I got out. Obviously, before it, taking a really nice short position off of the VWAP right here. US opening time, 15-minute time frame. You can go to 5-minute. I'm going to show you what happened here. You got a quick move to the upside, taking out the liquidity here, grabbing the liquidity. Big players filling shorts, move to the downside. Very easy short position, and this ended up with actually even bigger profit, because this was not the closing price for me. I was still holding this back down to the daily. I was taking only partial profit here, not closing the whole position. But as you guys can see, we are still going to the downside for our time frame. Next 90 minutes we can say will be very important. 97 minutes. The 4-hour candle. I really want to see what is going to happen here. If we're going to actually get another leg to the downside down here. If so, the day will be done for me. I don't really want to be getting into long position down there, because I believe that if we will go down, it's going to take another 3 hours. Another 3 hours for me, that would be almost midnight. $23.30. I don't want to be holding a long position from here overnight, because you don't really have any market structure level here where you can place a stop loss, right? So you have to be monitoring the position. POC changed. POC right now with New York session 31,300. This is gonna be resistance for a while. This can be a swing fairly pattern. We can get a possibility of SFP. Once again, I would view this as a very risky trade. And there are two possible SFPs just below the daily: 29,258, 28,700. Yeah, this is a nice liquidity pool. This would be the range, possible range that we can form here. Can we get something like this? In normal market condition, it would be a valid trade. Very risky today, in my opinion. If you are aggressive, I would take this position, but I would be risking like 0.5% of my account here. You have to protect yourself. S&P is still falling. Let's have a look. Let's have a look for S&P. Well, I see a nice market structure point here. This is going to be support on S&P, in my opinion. 3,955. 39.55 here. This looks like a valid level. Let's check gold. Gold is holding pretty nicely. This daily looks good on a gold level I will be looking for, but the biggest level, 1834, still quite far away. But this is going to hold, in my opinion. This is a really nice area to buy on a gold. Gold and horizontals in combinations, they are being respected very, very well. I would be looking to buy these levels down there. Also a psychological level 4K, so a lot of stops under it. You're right. I guess that a lot of people will be paying attention to it. I agree with you. Yeah. But this looks like a really, really nice and important market structure point here. Yeah, it will be. Obviously, no financial advice. This is not a setup that I'm taking. Let me look for ExoChart's confirmation of this trade. The order flow looks good. Open interest should be heavily decreasing. It is here. But still, it's a little bit of catching a falling knife. I will be risking half of my account. 0.5%, not half of my account. Half percent of account here on this trade. Maximum here. That's $500 for me. I'm not in a long position yet. It looks like we have all the confirmations for a right swing failure pattern. I still think it's too risky to trade this. I'm really thinking into getting a long position now, but maybe I'm gonna rather miss out. Because to me it seems like it's more likely I'm gonna get stopped out. Even though the setup is met here, the rules are met, I still don't believe that we're gonna stop right now. To me it seems too risky. It's more of a gamble, like 50% trade. This is not what I'm doing. I'm taking a setup that has really high probability of winning the trade. Let's check the OBV. OBV giving us a bullish divergence. Let's check a 15-minute OBV. Bearish one on 15-minute. 1 minute. 1 minute not so important, but a little bit bullish too. What does a CVD show? CVD stands for cumulative volume delta, which is basically adding buys to sells, and you see the overall delta of a candle. So it's simply buys minus sells. That's giving you your CVD. If a CVD is positive, it's showing you more buying, more aggressive buying, market buying was executed in that candle. If the CVD is negative, more selling was executed in that candle. If you want to learn more about it, then obviously join a Wizards membership where I'm covering this. You have a whole learning module about this. But a CVD is very, very helpful in a way that basically I can see, okay, for example, I have more selling pressure, but I have a divergence in the CVD. So someone logically it means that someone has to be sitting here with a big limit buy, absorbing the price with a big limit buy, defending the level. If I have more selling pressure, but the price is not doing what it's supposed to be doing, I can say, okay, there is something wrong. There must be someone absorbing here, filling big positions. He's looking to reverse the move. And this is the way of how you are using a CVD. But once again, if you want to learn more about it, visit Crypto Wizards. Go to the membership. You will find a link below the video. It's hard to cover this in 2 minutes on stream. The video is like 15 minutes long, I think. Right there, exo charts. You have footprints introduction, delta, CVD, imbalances. There's like 14 video right now. 14 videos. And you would get stopped out on a long. I'm happy that I didn't take it. This is the thing I'm talking about. It's better to stay on the sidelines in these types of scenarios. You have to have a mental stop loss. Is this the right day to trade? Not really. Market is really choppy and these moves. Once you're gonna hit the liquidation zone where a lot of people has their liquidations, the TA won't be respected at all. And it's gonna be like domino effect, right? It's gonna continue dipping until someone will be here absorbing the price with a limit buy, which we can have a look to the DOM. Wouldn't be extra helpful here in my opinion. Still local downtrend. And obviously higher time frame downtrend too. I'm analyzing the gold a little bit. Still don't see any opportunity. Not really, in my opinion. On OBV, we are forming some kind of a triangle. It won't be extra helpful, in my opinion. It just won't be. I think I'm gonna take a rest for 1 or 2 days if nothing really will be happening. I won't be trading really down there, like a day trading. I'm looking for a stop at this level, getting into big long, taking this to the upside, but only if I'm gonna get a confirmation, which is the best possible scenario, creating a range, then breaking a range to the upside. Even better scenario would be to create some bigger range down there. I don't know, between this daily and this monthly, to create something like this. Oh my god, that would be absolutely amazing. Why? So once you're gonna create this, you have a really nice invalidation level of your long. It's either gonna be below the daily, or you're gonna trade a breakout with a stop loss back in a range targeting 37,000, which will be hit, in my opinion. And if you remember, I was telling this almost everywhere. Once we're gonna lose 37,700, we are going to 31,700. And I was mentioning this everywhere. Let me try to find the message. And here it is. I truly believe if we can lose 37,700, we are going to 31,700. Honestly, I was expecting a retest of the 37,700 area to get into a huge short position. I did not. I was shorting from here to here, and then from the previous day value area low back to 36,000, but I missed this short opportunity. So I missed 13% without leverage. My confirmation for a setup wasn't hit, and the breakout happened of 37,700 for me. Here, I wasn't shorting the breakout. I was waiting for another rotation to the upside to retest this, then move to the downside. Didn't happen. Four-hour candle still looks pretty bad. So plan is very clear. Look for this daily as a support. If we lose the daily, 28,800 will be another area to look for as a liquidity grab. I will be looking to buy around 28,000, and I'm gonna start buying a spot holdings. I'm gonna buy a few bitcoins down there, because I truly believe we can reverse, and this is gonna give us, you have to think about it like this, even you keep dumping and dumping and dumping, is giving you better opportunity for a long, because we're gonna get a retracement eventually. So from 28,000, this would give us possibility of long to 37,700 of 33%. That looks really nice. Let's check the liquidity now. It's not bad. Let me open the desktop version of Exa charts. We're gonna have a look at the DOM. What's your target to the upside? 37,700. This is a very important market structure level. And I'm never saying we are going here and this will be the stop. I'm gonna say wait for a reaction here because I don't know what is going to happen at a level. But what I would expect is if we're gonna get a retracement or rejection from 37,700, we are going to the downside once again. Once we can reclaim 37,700, spend some time above, we are going to 40k and higher. So this is what I like about it right now. The situation is very clear above us. It's not so clear below us. That's why I'm saying wait for a price to stabilize a little bit. There is no need to be trying to catch the falling knife and trying to catch the bottom on a chart. There's no need to do this, and it's very, very risky. And this is the way how you're gonna lose your capital. So my Mac is very laggy right now, but let's try to open the desktop version and let's have a look for DOM. So I'm gonna higher the tick size a little bit. We still have much more shorts above us. It's 6 million against 13 million. DOM looks bearish. Depth of the market, we have much more limit shorts sitting on a Bybit exchange. And it would be the same on other exchanges, I guess. We can have a look for Binance. Oh my god. The Mac is extremely hot right now. I hope it's not gonna... looking for Binance. There is no Binance, I guess. I'm not trading on a Binance, so I don't know, but... no. We're gonna check BitMEX. Let's go with BitMEX here. Right there. Now it's starting to be more even. Still, this is not something where you will be able to say, I'm gonna buy now. Not really. Let's go back. We can actually have a live look at the daily level, because it seems we're gonna hit it very soon. Let me know in comments if you got wrecked today or you are alive with clear mind, with clear head, no fear, and ready to make huge amount of money here. You have to think about it like this. It's still giving us better and better opportunity for long. It's not about catching the absolute bottom, but I'm rather gonna take the high probability, the best possible setup on a chart and not gonna lose money. Because what I can be doing, I can be trying to catch the falling knife. But if I would be doing this, then I would be buying 33,000, 31,700, which I did, but this was the only losing trade that I have. I would be buying down there and I would be buying down there. I'm gonna rather stay on the sidelines, wait for confirmation before getting into long. This is the safest way of how we can play this. So yeah, everybody, I think that we are done for today. We have a plan. I think it's gonna take some time to get down here. Wait for 4-hour candle close. This will be very important. We still have another 1 hour and 12 minutes. It's not done yet. We are on a daily now also. Let me check this. There is more of the daily levels here. But I was marking only the most important one for me. I honestly don't see the one that you are talking about. $30,300, somewhere around this area. No, I don't see any daily here. $30,300. There's no daily level. Oh, you are talking about this one, I guess. But this is a very old one. I wouldn't be marking this one. Below 29,700, we have any market structure. I hope you mean paper money. Of course, I mean paper money. We don't have balls to trade real money, right? Do we have any market structure? Not really. The thing that I'm looking for is a liquidity grab down there, right? Liquidity grab down there. The last area of support on a BTC chart. Once this will be lost, it can get very, very bloody. Obviously, we lost this, which was kind of important. It was respected very, very well. Here, move to the upside, retest, another move to the upside. Now we lost this. You are genuinely expecting you're gonna get a retest. So 35. First level of resistance that I would be looking for, the bigger one. And the biggest one, 37,700. Very simply. Live in my paper money account. Yeah, sure. So yeah, everybody, we are done for today. If you guys have any type of question, don't be afraid to ask here in the general chat. Yeah, I see it, big man, but it's very, very old one. I wouldn't really be marking that level. Guys looking for support below the table. Yeah, this will be the candle if we're gonna get below 25. In my opinion, it would be very, very bloody for BTC, and I think a lot of new investors will be selling basically weekends, even the big months. The 25,000 level is important. It's very really like a last area to hold, in my opinion. Now the fun begins. 30k BTC. We are back here. It'll be even better below 30k. Number 2 at the beginning of BTC, not something that we are used to. So yeah, this is everything for today. Appreciate you all for joining me. Once again, if you guys have any type of question, don't be afraid to DM me on a Discord. Do not DM me saying, should I long? Should I short? Should I do this and this? I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not a financial advisor. And I keep saying this. All the setups that I'm giving, trade ideas, whatever it is, educational purposes only. So I'm not gonna be telling you guys do this and this and this, because then if it's not going to play out, which I'm not a wizard. Sounds bad, but obviously we don't have any crystal ball. It's only a game of probabilities. We will have 1 year anniversary. The beginning of June. That was really the time when the Crypto Wizards started. 1 year ago. Why Crypto Wizards? Simply because the book I like, Market Wizards, we are focusing mostly trading a BTC chart. Why not? Why not crypto, right? The 618 of the high time frame aligns to the dollar with the possible swing failure. 28,726. I know. Yeah. Level I'm looking for. The thing is that you have to wait for a swing failure to confirm.